Business schools in general are very, very important. We often understand the importance of science and technology. We know that if we don't have inventions, we are going to fall behind. But we take it granted that our businesses will be successful and we will be internationally competitive. I'm passionate about what I do, and I always make the argument that business schools are no less important than engineering schools, medical schools, and so on and so forth. Very, very important for the future of our nation and our region.
Well, I think that businesses in general, businesses like ours, need to support collegians and need to be involved with collegians for many, many reasons. I mean, the primary reason is business is part of the community. So education, whether it be public education or higher education, is a critical element of a successful community. If you're going to be in a community, you have a responsibility for being a part of that community. I've been quite impressed with University of Texas, Dallas, as I've just begun to get to know the school and the relationship it has with the community.
I ended up at UT Dallas because I'm actually a small town girl. I grew up in a very rural area, and I knew that I always wanted to move to the city. And my friend actually told me about UT Dallas in our senior year, and after I did the research, I just realized how great the school would be for creating opportunities and the quality of education that I would receive here. I knew that we are, one of the top public universities in Texas, so it was really important for me, being a first-generation college student, to pick a good school. UT Dallas has been just wonderful in making that happen for me, providing leadership opportunities, financial assistance, scholarships, networking opportunities, the cultural diversity to learn how to interact with people of different walks of life, and it's been great being here and the experience, and it's been great.
Well, receiving the Raytheon Management Scholarship was a huge boon for me, because moving over from the psychology and academic field over to the business field, it really gave me, I felt like it was a real vote of confidence for a major corporation like Raytheon. It was telling me that they believed in me. Ever since I was little, my family really instilled in me a sense that it's really important to give back to the community. And as a recipient of the Raytheon Management Scholarship, I'm very grateful, but I also understand that it comes with a responsibility. As I become an alumni and as I get my career started, I want to continue to be involved in school and give back. So I think that's an investment, that's a pledge for an investment that I'm making, and I'm very grateful for the donors that they're making that same investment in the university.
I think one of the good things about being able to interact with businesses and people in business is that you get to talk to them about what they do and possibly follow them around. There's something called an externship, where you actually get to follow them around for a day, or even internships where you actually get to do the work. I think it helps in figuring out exactly what you want to do going out into the future, which is why I think it's really important for businesses to be involved. There's so much support here about who you want to be, what you can be, how to be what you want to be, and they help you find opportunities. They give you opportunities. Now, so it's not only counseling or somebody to talk to or professional advice, but they actually go out there and actively help you figure out what you want to do. So not only is it a family, it's a family that gives you opportunities to achieve whatever you want to achieve.
My story, I guess, is a little bit unique. I served in the Army, where I worked as a field artillery officer for several years, and eventually was deployed to Iraq in Operation Iraqi Freedom back in '03. And the funny thing is, my brother and I both were deployed at the same time. He was in the 4th ID, an infantry unit. So he led the attack and I was behind him shooting big bullets. And then we spent a year in Iraq, and when I returned home, my wife and I decided, well, maybe it's time for us to do something a little bit different. And I wanted to go back and have that full experience, not just attend class and go home and study, attend class, go home. I wanted like a full university experience to a degree, and I got it. It's funny almost that I'm doing the interview today, because it wasn't long ago when I was talking to a friend and I was saying, man, I can't believe how wonderful my experience has really been. It's so much more than what I expected, even knowing that it was a good university and knowing that it was going to be challenging. It's worked out to be even more than that. The wanting to exceed the expectation. You want to be the best and you want to do so well, and you're learning so much at the same time, and you're growing, and you're getting a chance to meet these wonderful people, whether it be the professors or the other cohort students or other students that you would be a part of, and you realize that you're part of this bigger thing, and it feels good. And so I just say, venture out and challenge yourself. If you expect to do well in life, you'll want to be a part of this university.